Well, I wanna take you on a picnic, just like we did when we were kids. Easy, just living in the moment. Life was so simple back then. And then we run and play hide and seek. You try and try, but you can't find me. I lay back in land in a pile of leaves, laugh at the clouds as you stare through the trees. Oh, do you remember it being better when we were kids? Oh, it didn't matter how different we were cool with it. And if I had one wish, I wish I was a kid. We flow with the breezes on the swings, and no one was afraid to sing. Lick lollipops in shape of rings, trying hard to sit still while we're laughing. What did we have to all grow out of our shoes, the tight and Velcro? I sure hope kids never have to know it, the world as we see it, 'cause it's so troubled. Oh, do you remember it being better when we were kids? Oh, 'cause it didn't matter how different we were cool with it. If I had one wish I was a kid, not a man. Try for things that I can't have, but if I could, I'd just get it all back. Life was so sweet before there was math class, yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Oh, do you remember it being better when we were kids? Oh, 'cause it didn't matter how different we were cool with it. Oh, do you remember it being better when we were kids? When we were kids, oh, 'cause it didn't matter how different we were cool with it. And if I had one wish, you know what it is. I wish everyone was a kid, yeah, yeah. You remember those days hanging out at the village green, and the knit boots and the jackets, the tight blue jeans. Oh, drop the time in the box, play a song about New Orleans. Go here, hot nights, my sweet romantic teenage night. Yeah, 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 yeah. Wish I was a kid. Thank you so much.
Does he like the harmonica? Yeah.
This next song, I only have two songs that are labeled after states, and they happen to be border states. This one's Colorado. It's a very different feeling than being in Kansas. And in Colorado, the first time I was out there was with my friend Stephen Kellogg, and we got kind of stuck up in the mountains because it snowed so much and had to cancel or miss a tour date. But living up at 9,000 feet in Crested Butte, it was kind of cool. Made me think that you could have a simple life like that, and as long as you have a great view, there's really not much else you need besides the people that you love around you. And that's the experience I've always had out in Colorado is, you know, people live kind of simply, they live outdoors, and they experience a simple life out there, and it's beautiful. So that's what this is about. It's called Colorado. I'm going to the mountains, I'm gonna find myself. I'm gonna live the way I dreamed that I'd always feel. Maybe if I get a cabin where the air is thin, I'll never wanna come down from the high I'm in. And I'll be closer, closer to the stars. Heaven's above with a view so far, but I just keep watch on the world below. It's me and my girl in Colorado. Way up over the ridge, there's a path in snow where the bison made their way to the nature show. Yeah. Written deep in the rocks, locked forever in time. There's a trace of this land before humankind, yeah. I'll be closer, closer to the stars. The heavens above with a view so far. I just keep watch on the world below. Just me and my girl, Colorado. Yeah. I look out over the valley, across the great divide, and suddenly I know why I'm alive. I know who I am and who I'll become, and I'll fertilize that soil when my days are done. 'Cause I'm going to the mountains, I'm gonna find myself. I'm gonna live the way I dreamed that I'd always feel. Just two souls in a cabin, we've got the world below. It's me and my girl and our dog in Colorado. Yeah, it's just me and my girl in Colorado. Thank you. I'm headed out there next month.
Ooh, awesome. What for? You touring?
Playing a wedding and playing a couple house concerts.
Awesome.
This next song, I remember when my band came here and we were playing in the garage.
Yeah.
I remember doing this tune. I think it was the first, one of the first couple times we had been performing this song.
Yes. Fortune teller?
It's about praying to a bottle
Yes,
of whiskey
it
that
is.
your girl's gonna come back.
I was hoping, yeah. Yes.
It's called Fortune Teller. A fortune teller tell me about the only love I ever had. The nights are lonely, living in the past. And fortune teller, is she ever coming back? Speak to me once again, though you only seem to know about where I've been. And time gets hazy in your crystal glass. Time is wasted, but still I ask you. The fortune teller, won't you tell me about the only love I ever had? Oh, the nights are lonely, living in the past. The fortune teller, is she ever coming back? I have seen her gentle figure dancing on the waves of Kentucky water, and I've tasted nothing sweeter than the kisses from my brown-haired lover. Fortune teller, won't you tell me about the only love I ever had? Oh, the nights are lonely, living in the past. A fortune teller, is she ever coming back? Coming back. Thank you so much. Get a little serious here on this next tune. It's kind of about something that we can all relate to, unfortunately. Addiction.
Okay.
And not knowing what to do when you love somebody that's addicted to something that's hurting them. It's called Pretty Girl. It's a pretty girl at the edge of town. She stole my heart, but I don't know how. 'Cause I build a wall that's hard to break. I could see it crumble from the things she'd say. Janie works till about 6 o'clock, and I count the hours till she gets off. She makes me dinner and we shoot small talk. I try to show some interest in her wild thoughts, She says, you can make me smile, you can make me bleed, and you can make me see the things I don't like about me. You can make me laugh until I cry. Yeah, but boy, don't pretend you know what it's like. Don't pretend. Janie's got a problem, we don't talk about it much. Addiction overshadows everything she's done. I try to help, but it's never enough. Yeah, the pain in her veins is forever stuck. She says, my life, it's just like an open sea, and I'm just lying in a shipwreck somewhere deep. But maybe someday I will be found. Oh, but babe, I got a feeling that it ain't right now. Jeannie fell asleep lying in my arms, and when I left, her house was dark. I got a call around midnight. Janie went flying, but she flew too high. The pretty girl at the edge of town, I think about her every night the sun goes down. That this who gets to be her lover now. What the hell, it doesn't matter anyhow. Thank you. And now it's something completely different. Get your mind off that. Oh, it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, Blood and Cotton Field.
This next tune
That's his favorite.
is sort of another newer song. My dad is a big bluegrass fan, and I always try to write a couple bluegrass songs that might impress him, or he can bring to his bluegrass circles and jam on and stuff. And I didn't really do too much research, but I don't think there are any songs about maple sugaring. I'm sure there's at least one or two, but not one like this next song. And there's a big maple sugar farm that borders my dad's property, and there's all these, it's a crazy production. There's all this tubing, yeah, that's running to each maple tree, and they cut every single tree down, but maples on this property. Just suck the juices out of the good stuff, making the good stuff. But so it's sort of inspired by my dad's neighbor. This is called Sugar King. Snowman in the sunshine, strong winds blowing down. Pretty soon the waters will run, they're filled underneath the ground. in the spring. Sugar King. Early in the morning, after the frost begins to thaw, he's out there in the woodlands, just clearing brush with his saw. He walks up in the maples, checking every tap he sees, follows the line back to the shack house and samples his tasty tree. Make it sweet, in the way life should be in the spring. Sugar King, yeah. Oh, Sugar Later in the evening, he's sitting back rocking his chair, thinks about the love he lost once and the color of her hair. It wasn't gold like California, and it wasn't brown like Tennessee. It was red as a maple, the queen of New England trees. Run, 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 run it, boy. Make it fancy, make it sweet, in the way life should be in the spring. Sugar King, run, 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 run it, boy. Make it fancy, make it sweet, in the way life should be in the spring. Sugar King, Sugar King, Sugar King. Thank you so much. I hope to be putting that song out and then a bunch more, hopefully before next year, but if not, around maple sugaring season. I think that would be.
That'd be a good time. Yeah.
I want to find a maple farm and strike up a deal where I get a lifetime supply for
Talk to Ben.
use of my song. Yeah. Sugar King maple syrup. Could be like a maple bourbon company there too. Sugar King.
Good stuff.
All right, this next one is a cover. It's just a fun song I've been playing a lot. Sing along, dance along if you know it. Clock strikes upon the hour and the sun begins to fade. Still enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away. I've done alright up till now. It's the light of day that shows me how. And when the night falls, my loneliness calls it. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. Oh, with somebody who loves me. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. dances spinning through the town. Sooner or later the fever ends and I wind up feeling down. I need a man who would take a chance on a love that burns hot enough to last. And when the night falls, my loneliness calls, yeah. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. Oh, with somebody who loves me. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. Oh, with somebody who loves me. Somebody, ooh, somebody, ooh, yeah. Somebody, ooh, somebody, ooh, yeah. I need a man who would take a chance on a love that burns hot enough to last. And when the night falls, my lonely heart calls, yeah, yeah. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. Oh, with somebody who loves me. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. Oh, with somebody who loves me. I said, don't you wanna dance? Say you wanna dance. Don't you wanna dance? Don't you wanna dance? Say you wanna dance. Don't you wanna dance? Don't you wanna dance? Say you wanna dance. Don't you wanna dance? Oh, with somebody who loves me. I said, don't you wanna dance? Say you wanna dance. Don't you wanna dance? Don't you wanna dance? Say you wanna dance. Don't you wanna dance? Yeah, don't you wanna dance? Say you wanna dance. Don't you wanna dance? Oh, with somebody who loves me. Yeah, with somebody who loves me. All right, thank you. You didn't just go crazy dancing, but that's all right.
Right? Shade.
That
Chair dancing. I do a lot of that.
It's one of those days you got to do the chair dance, you know.
Hi, Sherry.
Well, I grew up in a town called Enfield, New Hampshire. It's an hour and some change north of here. And I'm really, really proud to call it my home again and be raising a family there. My wife and I always knew that we were going to be moving back to New Hampshire eventually from Tennessee. Pandemic kind of sped things up a bit, but we're really happy to be back here in such a great place to raise a family, New England in general. And I wrote this song called Hometown. I initially wrote it kind of as a joke because right after college, I was first playing some gigs back home, and it was like all my classmates' parents were at my gig, but none of my classmates were there. It was just this weird thing, but it was like a good to see you're doing well kind of thing. And on the way home that night, I wrote the chorus to this song, but it's turned into a song that just brings me back to my home and that feeling of comfort in your community and in such a supportive place. When you're growing up, you can take those things for granted, but then when you go out into these other places and where you don't feel so comfortable, it's nice to come back home and everything's the same, and you always feel that same love and support that you grew up with. So that's what this song is about. It's about any hometown, really. In the good old USA. It's called Hometown. separated only by the miles we lived on. We misbehaved a bit, but we were having fun. In those days we were innocent, and we didn't mean no harm. Not much to do in town, but act a little dumb. In my hometown, the main street runs half a mile long. And we don't have shopping malls or big lights always on. Just a few families who wake up at the dawn, spend their lives working on a dream of their own. Well, I've got bigger plans than meets the eye, and you can't catch the fish if you don't try. And I haven't seen you since we graduated high school. So good to see you are doing very well. It's hard to continue, and the times they get so down. We just make the best of what's around. 'Cause nothing really changes in our hometown. I was talking to Molly about the night of our first dance, and I was so nervous, thought I'd never get the chance. Brittany had a piece of me back when we were 15. Yeah, what I thought was love was never meant to be. It's nice to sit and talk about the past, but I'm looking forward while the rest look back. And I've seen you since you graduated high school. So good to see you are doing very well. It's hard to continue, yeah, when the times they get so down. We just make the best of what's around.